I'm taking you with me to the north of Bali for one of the island's most special holidays, Nyepi, or Silent Day. Nyepi is the Balinese New Year, and it is a day marked by silence. No going outside, no making noise, no lighting anything. Businesses are closed, everything is shut down, and you have to stay home today. Whether you are Balinese or a visitor, it doesn't matter. You are spending the day at home. A group of friends and I decided to spend it in Amed, and we headed up a day early. But I drove up by myself because I had to teach yoga in the morning, and honestly, taking my scooter and driving up was long. It was 4 hours, but it was one of the most beautiful drives I have ever taken in my life, and I got little glimpses into local village life as they prepared for the ceremonies and the parade in the evening. I even saw an Ogoh-Ogoh being transported from one village to the next, which was so special to really see this and how they spend this day preparing and all of the celebrations that happen. Because before there's Nyepi and staying silent at home, there is many ceremonies happening all over the island for purification and for good spirits, good energy for the next year. And once the sun sets, there is the Ogoh-Ogoh parade, which is where these large papier-mâché demons are paraded down the street. Each village makes their own, and they really take pride in this. They spend months making these just for them to be paraded down the street and burned at the end of the night. So a really big lesson in non-attachment. And these demons are shaken and spun at the intersection to remove the evil spirits and also mix up any ones that are trying to come, so to confuse them. It's all a ritual of purification and good triumphing over evil before the new year. Then the chaos ends, and for 24 hours, the island goes silent. And being in Amed during Nyepi was such a beautiful experience, not only to experience the entire island shutting down, but also to be in the spot that is considered the island's most potent energy vortex. Amed sits at the base of Mount Agung, which is Bali's largest and most sacred volcano. It is the home to the Mother Temple here in Bali, and all of Balinese life is orientated and built to face this exact spot. Even the way people sleep in Bali is orientated towards this volcano. And it is considered to be one of the world's energy vortexes where all of the world's energy comes to be cleansed. So to be here on a holiday that is all about restoration and cleansing and purification was so, so special. I spent the day in a beautiful villa overlooking the sea with my friends. I woke up in the morning and did qigong with my partner, which was such a beautiful way to start the day. Of course, we didn't have any plans or any itineraries, so the day just unfolded naturally. We hung out, we read, meditated, swam, took naps, and ended the day by cooking dinner together. And the next day we woke up and went snorkeling, taking advantage of the beautiful coastline of Amed. The snorkeling here is world class. There is beautiful coral gardens and some shipwrecks and underwater temples, so much to see. We took a very tiny boat that you had to sit single file on. It was a bit sketchy, but we made it. And every time I snorkel, I'm reminded that it's such a metaphor for our mind, because when you're on the surface of the water, when you're snorkeling, everything seems a little bit chaotic. The waves are going, maybe the current is pulling you. It feels like very chaotic. And then as soon as you go under, it changes. Everything is calm and slow and peaceful. And it's the same with our mind. On the surface, we have all of these thoughts, all of this mental noise, all of these emotions. And when you dive deeper, there is always a sense of peace waiting for you underneath it all. And I love having that reminder every time I snorkel. After snorkeling, we were super hungry, so we headed into town and found this extremely cute little cafe that had amazing food. And it was so beautiful. It felt like we were eating in an atrium in the middle of the jungle. And then after, I headed for a massage to really ease my way back into daily life. If you ever get the chance to be in Bali during Nyepi, I highly recommend coming. Such a beautiful experience. And whenever you come to Bali, I recommend heading north instead of staying in the south, because it is 100% worth the drive. It is so beautiful up here. Hope you enjoyed coming along with me on this trip. See you for the next one.